The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, has released the most comprehensive assessment to date of the physical science of climate change. But farmers all over the world are not waiting for these institutional global solutions. They are already struggling to continue with a mission that cannot stop feeding their families and their communities with the food they grow. Now, we move to Nigeria, Africa, where Ruth King, our reporter, said they are still practicing rain-fed agriculture, which renders the country vulnerable to the adverse effect of climate change. Extreme climatic events such as flooding, extreme heat, and drought has led to soil degradation with results in low crop yields.
I interviewed the Deputy Chairman of Farmers Association of Nigeria Lagos Chapter, Mr. Shaki Agbayewa, who shared his sad story on how flooding has affected their production with low crops quality, as he has lost over 5 hectares due to drought.
Of climatic change, I lost 5 hectares of land at Itoki in Epe due to drought, which is rice farm. As we speak to you right now, we're also in another issue again. Flooded maize farm in Turkey again because of the climatic weather. So to me, climatic change is really affecting we small farmers holders, and this leads to food insecurity, which is a looming danger in Nigeria and a major challenge to us. So we're looking up to government to see how it can assist and help us to come.
Nigeria is said to be the giant of Africa, but farmers are still battling to find a lasting solution to this problem affecting their crops. From Nigeria, I am Ruth King.
Now, we connect to Brazil, South America, with the journalist Daniel Acevedo. Dry season is remarkably turning stronger in Brazil over the last years. That's why the farmer Antonio Revolta decided to adopt a smart irrigation system in his property. Hi Daniel, welcome.
In fact, he would like to go further his previous productivity levels and aims to harvest 3 soybean crops in just one season in the region of Barretos in São Paulo state. To do that, we received technical support from a cooperative in order to prepare a customized project and to buy a cutting-edge irrigation equipment. Installed in September last year, the pivots have been tested during October, beginning of the soybean crop here in Brazil, to accelerate production with 4 irrigation cycles. In the first harvest, in February this year, he achieved productivity 65% higher. That means 40 to 66 bags per hectare. The results show smart irrigation has become a pivotal tool for him to maintain competitiveness and ensure a quick and significant return on his investment. According to Revolta, the pivot was already an old desire. After 4 decades producing grains on 260 hectares, the farmer saw his productivity drop down due to the droughts recorded the last 2 years. That was enough and the reason to make the decision on investing in a robust irrigation system to recover results. According to Bruno Garcia, manager at farm, there is another benefit with the system. Moreover, the productivity increasing, they got an opportunity to have another cycle of soil right after the first harvest, before the sanitary void. To foster efficiency, the irrigation system brings some of the most innovative functions available for the market. Among them, the pivot towers moving neatly, saving water and improving efficiency. The pivot has also meteorological sensors for temperature, rain, and relative humidity. This way, they know the best moment for irrigation with the equipment that can also run applications of fertilizers and pesticides mixed with water. The project also has telemetry system which allows the producer to monitor the pivot remotely by smartphones or computer without the need to walk around the field every day.
All areas of the world are expected to be affected by consequences of climate change, as droughts and desertification in some regions and flood, land erosion in others. However, the Middle East countries seem to feel these effects more severe because of the long hot seasons and their limited natural reserves of water. However, the issue isn't considered a serious problem by most of the government of the Middle East countries because of their political and domestic struggle, such as Iraq and the Saudi Arabian Kingdom. Desertification in Chile, South America, is an everyday reality for many farmers. There's no water and they need to think out of the box to find solutions. Some of them are ancestral technologies, like the irrigation system with clay pots that had been used for thousands of years, and it's revitalized now for small farmers connecting with artisans, giving an extra impact for the communities as they start a local circular economy system. Young farmers across the world have taken it upon themselves to ensure food security remains a priority, especially during the multiple effects of climate change. Such a farmer is Moemedi Ramonchoniana from Botswana, Africa, who farms with dogs and grows vegetables. He notes that he went into vegetable production after feeling much impact of climate change on the dog side. Ramonchoniana notes with vegetables he adopted smart ways like using the flooding method to water his crops, which ensures there is more moisture in the land for a longer period of time as they fetch water about 200 meters from farm. Use of pesticide and correct fertilizer has also ensured he has beautiful harvest without any problems.
It's Mr. Ramon Sunyana. I'm a vegetable farmer here in Botswana. As you can see behind me here, we have got cabbage, we have got beetroot, we have got rape, we have got spinach, we have got cover, we have got tsunga, we have got maize and watermelon that side. Climate change is something that has really affected most of the farmers this side due to unreliable rainfalls, but that doesn't have to stop us from farming, because at the end of the day we have to feed the nation. We have to adapt to the situations of climate change here in the country. Like you can see here, we have opted to do flooding for our cabbage, because flooding, the moist, the soil holds the moist for such a long time as compared to when you are doing drip irrigation. And drip irrigation is going to you're supposed to water almost every day, whereas flooding, you can just take almost 3 days before you can water again, because there's too much water in the surface. And the other issue is, after winter, we thought the cold fronts are gone, but that was never the case. Now and then they were reappearing, and we had to be smart so that our plants don't just get swept away by the cold. We had to use better fertilizers, we have to use better chemicals. So